All right, this is Unit 1, Lesson 12 for 7th grade. We're starting on page 99. This is a tough lesson. We'll go through it here. I'm going to help you guys out on quite a few of these here. So it says centimeters in a mile, and they give us some information here. It says there's 2.54 centimeters in 1 inch, 2.5 centimeters in 1 inch. Of course, all of you know there's 12 inches in a foot. And I don't know if everybody knew that there was 5,280 feet in a mile. So some of you knew that. Can it wait, or is this important? Yeah, you don't need to ask for that. You can just go get some water. All right. Which expression gives you the number of centimeters in a mile? Explain your reasoning. Well, it's going to be 2.54 times 12. And whatever that answer is, it's going to be times 5,280 feet. Well, it's the answer to that is B, and they did them here backwards. But I think you guys know this rule. If I wrote down, let's say 3 times 2 times 5, what's 3 times 2? 6 times 5 is? What if I wrote down 5 times 3 times 2? What's the answer?
30.
Yeah, it doesn't change. Okay, so the order doesn't matter when it comes to multiplication. All right, we're not going to worry about this. That would be take too much time during the recording. So you can scratch that out. I'm on the top of page 100. You can scratch that out. So this is kind of a tough one. It says the world's largest flag. It says as of 2016, so we're about 4 or 5, 7 years ago, Tunisia holds the world record for the largest version of the national flag. It was almost as long as 4 soccer fields. Now, you guys might know this more than I do. A soccer field is 100 yards, just like a football field, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I thought it was. So, like 400 yards. The flag has a circle in the center, a crescent moon inside the circle, and a star inside the crescent moon. Okay. So it says complete the table. So here's the actual flag length. It's 396 meters. Well, they want you to calculate the height. Well, to calculate the height, they give it to you at a scale from 1 to 2,000. And they say 13.2 centimeters. All right. So the flag height, if we were to look at that, it's going to be 13.2. And I'm going to help you get started on this. Let me see here. I'll do it right here. It's going to be 13.2 times 2,000, because that's the scale. All right. Now, hold on. We're not done. You're going to get a big number, and that number is 26,400. Now, it's by meters, so you're going to divide 26,400, all right, by 100. That's the answer. So I'm not going to go any further. I'll let you guys figure it out from there. Okay? Now, at a scale from 1 to 2,000, the flag length, they want to know it in centimeters. So we know what it is in meters, but we don't know what it is in centimeters. So it's, since the scale's 2,000, it's going to be 300 in, I'll do it this way, 396 me help you out here. Bring it out a little bit. 396 divided by 2,000. And that's going to equal 0.198. But we're not done. Okay. And since we're going from meters to centimeters, that's going to be times 100. And then you'll have your answer. All right. So I'm going to make this answer worth a stick. And I'll let you guys, not right now, I'll let you guys figure that out. And I'll pull sticks tomorrow and we'll take a look. As you figure these things out, keep this in mind. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. You might want to write that down somewhere. That's going to come into play more than once. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Page 101. Let's take a look at this. All right. Again, you might want to write that down. 1 meter is 100 centimeters. And then 1 kilometer is equal to 100,000 centimeters. I'll say it again. 1 kilometer is equal to 100,000 centimeters. It says complete each scale with the value that makes it equivalent to the scale of 1 to 2,000. This is the same scale we were just working with. It says explain or show your reasoning. I'm not worried about that because we're just kind of going over it on our own. I put the first one there for you. 1 centimeter. This is the scale. It's 1 to 2,000. So 1 centimeter to 2,000 centimeters. That's the scale. Letter B, 1 centimeter to so many meters. Meters are bigger than centimeters. In fact, a meter, there's 100 centimeters in 1 meter. So that's going to be for B, and I'll just put this here. It's going to be 2,000, not times, divided by 100. And that will equal the answer. Letter C here, 1 centimeter to 1 kilometer. Okay, so 1 kilometer is 100,000 centimeters. So that's going to be 2,000 divided by what? 100,000. All right. And that's going to equal a very small number, 0.02 kilometers. 1 centimeter is equal to 0.02 kilometers at that scale. I'll help you with one more. How are we doing on time here? What?
Can we do letter G?
I'm just going to go to D. So hang on. Anyways, 2 meters to blank meters. So what's 2 times, if we're just using meters here, meters to meters, what's 2 times 2,000? Right? And cross those F and G out. I want you to do E. Make sure you do E. 5 centimeters to so many meters. And with the information you have here, you should be able to figure that out. Let's look at 3 really quick here. I've got less than 5 minutes. What's the area of the large flag? Well, they're talking about this flag right here. The actual, they give you the length and the height. Once you have those 2 numbers, you should be able to figure out the area. I want you to do A. What's the area of the smaller flag? Well, again, once you have these 2 numbers here, you should be able to figure out the area of the smaller flag. And you can give it to me in centimeters. It's going to be length times height. Cross out C. Okay, not worried about that. Not doing the handout, so you can cross out the bottom of page 101. And you can cross out page 102, except for the summary. Let me give you something that might help you. Grab my purple pen here. So if there was a scale of 1 inch to 5 miles, so how many inches are in a foot?
12.
Okay. So times 12. And how many feet are in a mile?
5,280.
Times 5,280. Okay. And that's going to equal something. And I want that answer right there. All right. And that will be in inches. That will tell us how many inches. I'll even write it down right here for you. In 5 miles. All right. Don't need to do it right now. I just want you to write this down so you know what to do. Okay. 1 inch to 5 miles, question mark. So it's going to be times 12 times 5,280. Okay.
What's times 12?
Yeah.
I have it right there.
No, what are we timesing by 12?
Yeah.
5? Is it 5 miles?
Oh, I see what you're asking. Okay. So it's actually, I see why that's confusing. It's just going to be 12 times 5,280.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
Thanks, son.
Okay. Yeah, good question. Put up 20 points. All right. You guys got that? All right. Lesson summary. Not worried about that. Practice problems. So really quick here before I run out of time. Empire State Building, New York City is about 1,450 feet high, including the antenna at the top and 400 feet wide. Andre wants to make a scale drawing of the front view of the Empire State Building on a 8.5 by 11 inch piece of paper, standard piece of paper. Select the scale that you think is most appropriate. Explain your reasoning. Well, there's a lot of inches in 1,450 feet, right?
Yeah.
You think over 1,000 inches, that's going to go off the paper. That's not going to work, huh? 1 inch to 100 feet. You think it still will go off the paper? Yeah. That's not going to work. 1 inch to 1 mile. How many feet are in a mile?
5,280.
How high is it?
1,450.
Yeah, it's actually going to be too small. That won't work.
Wait, what?
It'll be way too small.
That is 1 centimeter per meter.
All right. So in other words, whatever he draws, it's going to be less than an inch because this is a lot less than a mile. So his drawing would be about like that big. Okay, that's not going to work. All right. So it's one of these 3. I will let you decide. All right, number 2. Oh man, 30 seconds left. All right, so do 2 and 3. Write this down. 1 kilometer is equal to 100,000 centimeters. You actually should have written that down already, but that'll help you with that. And I want you guys to try to do the rest of it on page 105, and if you can, on 106.